Hello and welcome to my top 10 best games ever that I've played. I want to apologise beforehand that I've not really played any games before the year 2000, so sorry for something like Final Fantasy VII or Half-Life 1 isn't on this list. So let's get started. At number 10 we have The Witcher 3. I know this is quite a recent game, but I think it deserves to be at my top 10 because I really like it. It's just a really fun game, a lot of interesting characters. Okay, so at number 9 we have Dead Space. I chose Dead Space for two reasons. The atmosphere in this game is amazing. It scared the pants off me when I first started playing it. The only other game to do that was the original. The other reason why I chose it was the story. The story is great. It's a lot better than the original game. So next, I put Red Dead Redemption at number 8. I chose Red Dead Redemption because it's one of the few really good Western games that you can actually play. John Marston's a really great character. He's pretty cool, and some of the situations you get into with John Marston are really fun. So at number 7 we have World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft, jeez. I put so many hours into this game. Last time I looked I had 2.5 months in the game, and that was over 2 years that I played. I mainly played between Mr. Pandaria and the new one, Warlords of Draenor. My favourite thing to do in that game would be to raid with my guild, but that sort of broke up after a while and they're not raiding anymore, so that was the main reason for me to stop playing. Yeah. So at number 6 we have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. This game is the reason why I am a massive fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise. Brotherhood is great. The story is amazing, even though it could be better. I like climbing up walls and running around as an assassin. It's fun. Also, the multiplayer in the game is pretty good. Brotherhood is the reason why I buy these games every year, even though they're terrible. I just hope for a story as good as Brotherhood with a character like Ezio. Ezio is the best Assassin's Creed character so far. So at number 5 we have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is a Star Wars game set a long time before the movies. This Star Wars. Without the Star Wars games like Knights of the Old Republic, I wouldn't even care about Star Wars, but Star Wars games are what made me care about Star Wars, and that's why I like this one so much. Even though this game isn't canon anymore, so it's not even in the Star Wars universe, it's in the fan-created universe, or whatever they want to call it. It makes me sad that this isn't a part of the Star Wars universe anymore because of the lore in this game is really cool. So at number 4 we have Halo 2. I chose Halo 2 instead of Halo 3 because you can't dual wield in Halo 3. I also chose it instead of Halo 1 because the graphics are way better than Halo 1 and the story is also 10 times better than Halo 1. Also, I chose it because of the bomb scene where at the beginning where you jump off of the spaceship with a bomb. Also, that mission with the Scarab is one of the best missions that I've ever played in any game ever. Also, you get to play as the Arbiter. So at number 3 we have Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I chose it because it's probably the second most played game that I've ever played. I must put 250 odd hours in the Xbox version, and I put 144 hours into the PC version. Yeah, it's probably the most fun game that I've ever played. I love modding the game. The game modded is amazing as well. Especially when you put in some of the graphical mods, you can make it look like you can make it look better than Fallout 4. But Fallout 4 to me wasn't as fun as Skyrim. Nowhere near as fun. Okay, so at number 2 we have Dragon Age Origins. I chose Dragon Age Origins because the story in this game is one of the best stories ever in a game ever. That cutscene at the beginning is amazing. You have 4 different starting stories for each race. I think it's 4, it might be 3, I can't remember. Oh no, it was 1 for each race, and then you had a 4th one if you chose the mage. But each story led you to the same main story, and then every one of the characters was great. All the characters were amazing. Don't know what else I can say about this game other than it's just fantastic game. It's just a fantastic game, and you should play it. Some honourable mentions now. We're gonna have Fallout New Vegas, Bioshock, Divinity Original Sin, and finally Hotline Miami. So my number 1 favourite game of all time is Mass Effect 2. Yeah, so I have the most posters in my room are of Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect. Mass Effect is great. I love Garrus. I love the Solarian scientist, Mordin. I love Grunt. I love most of the characters in that game, apart from Jack. I don't know why I don't like Jack. Just don't like Jack. It's not. The second game is a lot better than the third game because the ending isn't shit. The ending of the third game is shit. And it's better than the first game because you have more choices in what you do and it's not closed off. Also, the shooting in the game is pretty great. It looks good still, even though it's a couple of years old. I think it came out in 2010, but I don't know, I can't remember. A lot of good games came out in 2010. Don't know why I'm talking about that though. Thanks for coming and seeing my top 10 games ever. Whatever. Bye. See you. Stuff. Bye.